This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, everybody. Shelley, I see your note that you can see, but you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Sometimes people log out and they log back in and that works for them as well. We're happy that you're here though. Okay, so hello everybody. Hey Mary, I see you're on as well. Happy New Year. Okay, it is 2022. So how do we start off the new year? The same as we did in the past. So who wants to share some good news?
I will, Linda.
Okay, Catherine, I'm ready for it.
I had a customer that I met 2 years ago, just before the pandemic, at a craft show, was decluttering her house, found my Avon book, and called and placed an order today.
Yay! We love those good news story. Congratulations. That's a definite way to brighten your day, having an online or a sale. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Mary, I know you have got to have some good news.
Hi. How are you?
I am great. I need to turn up my volume is what I need to do so I can hear everybody.
Yeah, I want to turn up mine too.
Yeah, because I'm having a hard time, let's see, hearing. Oh, volume. I don't. You are unmuted, so you can hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any good news that I could think of right now. Let me think. It's been, you know, this campaign is hard for me. These last two campaigns.
Okay. Okay. Well, and thank you for sharing that. So, and it doesn't have to necessarily be Avon. Maybe it can be anything. It can be personal as well, Mary, if you would like.
Oh, okay. I got to see my granddaughter on Christmas. I was very, I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I did, and it was very nice.
Yes. See, that's good news. It's something
Yeah.
that makes you feel good. Okay. Who else has some good news? Carolyn, you have got to share, girl. I know you have good news.
Okay. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, I have been finding that Camp 2 was really slow straight after this, and I started putting my thinking cap on and thought, well, what can I do to boost this? And I started to share in Linda's blog there. You know, how are you recruiting? I really want to recruit, get my business up. And no sooner had I put it out there than bang, I got two like on the same day. It was crazy. So even though my sales for campaign 2 was a little bit low, especially from how I would like to do it, but I did get two team members that have now kicked me off for 2022. So I thought that was pretty amazing.
Yay, congratulations. And you're right, Carolyn. What I loved about your inspiration is it's like you thought about what you wanted from your business this year and you knew the direction that you wanted to take it. And then you did. You shared it in Mount Avon Climbers and it's like, hey, this is what I'm wanting to do with my business this year. And you know what? This is the action that I took because then you went out there and you were talking to people about Avon. And the first three people that you talked to, if I have the story correctly, they said no. Is that right?
That's right. No.
Okay. And it was like, okay, so then what happens in our mind? Oh, am I doing something wrong, right? Is that the first place our mind goes? Oh, I must be doing something the wrong way. But did you stop? No, you asked somebody else, and then what happened? Now you have a new team member, right?
Right.
So congratulations to you. And that's just it. There are no secrets. And Mary, I am glad that you were very, very honest and truthful because that's why we meet here. You know, if we hide things underneath the rug, you know, like if we take all of our dirt in the house and we hide it underneath the rug, is the dirt still there? Yes, you know,
Yes.
we got to sweep it out. So we have to chat about these things. We have to discover because I mean, we've all been there. I know when I decided that I wanted to start expanding my business and building a team, if there was some incentive or whatever, the first person I went up to, it was like, I practiced and I practiced and I practiced in my head of how to do it. And then I walked up to them and I said, you don't want to be an Avon representative, do you? And it is the absolute worst thing on the earth. That would not be the way to share the Avon opportunity with anybody. But I realized at that given moment that this business is never about us. It is really about sharing. That's all we have to get good at. We just have to share, because what happened? She had said, well, I don't know, can you tell me about it? That's when it clicked with me. It's not necessarily that we have to, okay, you have to say these words in a certain order or something like that. No, we just have to really be offering and sharing. And you're not the only one who campaign to has been slow for Mary and Carolyn. This overall as a team, and it's not just our team. But okay, so this campaign, the sales are slow. That means we need to get up in high gear. We're going to take some action, and we're going to start getting those sales coming in, right? Is that a good plan with everybody?
Yep.
Anybody else has some good news that they're wanting to say, share? Cheryl, you're on the call. Do you have any good news for us?
I did have somebody call me tonight. They said that they picked up one of my brochures, my catalogs, in a grocery store. And while he doesn't purchase Avon, he did bring it to a local nursing home and shared it in the break room. To a nursing home and shared it in their break room. So,
Wow, that is really great news. So he picked up your brochure in a grocery store?
yep, because I drop them off in the grocery stores. And he brought it to a nursing home.
But then he took it to the nursing home and he dropped it in the break area where he works.
He doesn't even work there. His family member is there, and so he dropped it off in the break room so that the nurses would look at it.
And you got an order?
Not yet. He just did it today.
Oh, okay. But you happen to know this person?
No, I don't know him. He just picked it up randomly.
And then what did he do? Did he call you and tell you he did that?
And then he called the back. Yeah, he called my number on the back. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And said, Happy New Year. But he says, I hope it expands your business.
Oh, I'll tell you, they used to teach like well, I have done just about everything there is to build a business. And, like when the weather's nice or whatever, just going out into a community and just introducing yourself. And, oftentimes, like somebody might, it might not be right for their household, but I have had individuals say, they said, you need to talk to that house over there because, and why they thought that person would be a good person that would actually want to be introduced to our Avon. So yay, that is fantastic news.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what comes from it.
Well, and like you said, the nurses are there, the individuals in the facility, so it might turn out to be, and what's kind of nice is that, probably time-wise, they probably would let you bring the orders to all of them at one time.
Yeah.
And then what happens? This person sees what this person got, and then they're demoing your products to each other to grow the business. So Cheryl, I'm really excited for you.
Thank you.
And Shelley, I know that I don't know if you can you hear me yet?
Yes, I can now. Can you hear me, Linda?
Yay! You're so
good.
Oftentimes you're not able to be here. So Shelley, welcome. Number one, I'm glad you are here. So do you have any good news?
Well, yeah, I do have some good news. I was able also, like Mary, to see my granddaughter recently. I just got back from last evening, got back to work this morning. And my other good news is I made President's Club again this year.
Yay! Big congratulations, Shelley. That's wonderful news.
Thank you. And I'm really happy to be able to join you tonight. It's been just the past 6 months have been really difficult, but I've been, trying to keep my business up also. So my goal was to make President's Club, and I did that. Been doing a lot of traveling, and my father is ill, and so it's been a tough 6 months, but it's okay. It's all right.
Well, sorry to
And I'm
hear
excited for the new
that.
year.
We are glad that you are here. And you know, that's
Thank
kind of
you.
what I love about Avon is we can kind of blend it in no matter what it is that we're doing, right?
That's true. That is so true. Yes.
Okay, so it is 2022. So what's one of the first things that we need to do? We really do need to set what our goals are. Shelley, you just got done saying last year your goal was President's Club. Mary, I know that you set your goal last year, President's Club, and you knew what campaign you wanted to make it by, and you actually made it earlier. Am I correct about that?
No, 1 month later. I think 1 month later than I wanted to.
Oh, okay, okay. Well,
But I'm still happy. I still made it earlier than I did last year.
that's what it was. Okay, okay. So you made, yes, so you made it earlier than that last year. Okay, okay, wonderful. So we do need to set those goals. When I first became an Avon representative, I thought creating a vision or a dream board or a me board, was, oh, I don't need that. Once that money starts coming in, I'm not going to have any problem knowing what I'm wanting to do. I have all this stuff in my head. But, I'll tell you, I've been doing this long enough now that when I have those goals, have what it is that I'm wanting to accomplish on a board, it's just number one, nice to be able to look at, see how you're tracking. And I know, like Catherine, you have called me before. You have put things on your vision board, and you would call me and say, "Well, I'm getting to mark this off." Whether it be you wanted a recliner or you wanted to buy a new refrigerator. So, writing down those goals of what we want for 2022. Number one, help us, because if we're working towards something that we are wanting, then it's not because somebody's looking over our shoulder saying, "Oh, why haven't you done this?" It's what we want. We joined Avon because we wanted something from this business. Now, each year it might change what we want or when we're wanting it by. It might be based on the incentives Avon's offering us. But right now, one of the best things that we can do for our business is what? Set those goals. It doesn't have to be lengthy. That's the other thing. It was like, oh, when I set time, I one year I was so elaborate. I made a vision board and it was this huge. I mean, it was huge. It was like a wall art, which was beautiful. It truly was beautiful. But I have found what I did last year. I was able to pull up I call mine my me board, because I put my Avon in there. I also put in there what I'm wanting to do personally. So I call it my me board, but I was able to review it. See, okay, well, this was on my me board last year. Like one of the things that was on my me board was paint our upstairs. Well, guess what? Still need to paint that upstairs. So it gives you a chance to reflect on, okay, what have you gotten done? What did I have on there last year? Is it still important to me? Oh, I did reach this goal. Yay, Yahoo. And then you can be really super excited. So if I could encourage everybody, just make your vision board, make your dream board, so that this is the beginning of the year, new year, it's a fresh start, and have it on there so that once you know what it is that you want, then we have to define that action path. How are we going to get there, right? So as long as we know what it is that we're wanting, then we can work on that action plan, so make sure that we don't fall short, that we actually get what we're wanting. I will show you mine. I never ask you guys to do things or suggest things that I haven't either done myself or I have seen work. But so you can see, here was my me board for, I lost everybody. Are you guys, wait a minute. Can you guys see, where are we at from the beginning, from current slide? There, you guys see it, right? Okay. But you can see what I put on mine is, how I'm wanting to be as a person, what I'm wanting to do with the team. Now, I did have last year that I wanted to write a children's book, And that has been a goal of mine for quite a while. I don't think, I mean, if it happens, it's going to be okay. But if the timing doesn't work this year, I'm going to be okay with that also. It's still on my me board because it's something I'm wanting to do and I don't want to lose sight of that. But what's more important to me this year is that it's just me and my husband now. So we're really looking at wanting to downsize. You know, we have a lot more space than what we need. So downsizing, our area is a very high expensive area. So moving a little further out, you know, we'll still stay in the area that we are because we have our children, our grandchildren, want to be close to them. But, you know, if we move possibly a little bit further out, it might be a little bit less expensive. And there again, you know, we're not heating, we're not paying the bills on more space than what we actually need. So what's going to be important to downsize and move is that we also have to prepare our home to sell. So those are, you know, this year, those are more important on my me board. But I'm wanting all of you guys to take the time and write down what it is. Now this is like I said, and you'll see up there it says Earn Destination Avon 2022. I know Avon is still finalizing like the details for the trip, but let's grow our sales, let's grow our teams and be working towards that. And I'm sure that very soon we'll be getting more details on that as well. But that trip's on the table. Who wants to go to Cancun, Mexico? Yay, Yahoo, let's go. So that's definitely on my me board as well. So it's a new year, and what will you fill your year with? What is your goal? What obstacles are standing in your way? And if there are obstacles, you know, like today, if your goal was to get out and grow your business and you lived in my area, it'd been a little bit hard because the weather was, we had over 9 inches of snow in my area. That said, it was like, okay, that's an obstacle. So what can I do with that? Well, you could be on the phone, you could be texting. You didn't have to go in order to build your business. I want you to toss any self-doubt aside. And I mean, this is a big one. You know, we can really let that voice in our head determine. Carolyn, I just loved how you said, this is my goal. And then you were so motivated to talk to people. And even when you were getting no's, you didn't let that discourage you. We are a team. We worked together. If you ever have that self-doubt or something's not quite going right, yeah, call me. You reach out, and together we get over that obstacle to get you moving towards your goal again. We also just have to accept the challenge. We have to show up, and we just have to do it. Okay? So I want everyone to say, yeah, we're going to do it, right? Yes?
Yeah.
I love this by David H. McConnell. All success lies in oneself. You know, we have got to make that decision. We are going to grow our business, okay? Draw that line in the sand. That's what we're going to do. So since we are looking at what's the goals, what are we going to do? This is a President's Recognition Program. You can see the cycle. It begins campaign 2. This campaign begins the cycle for the new year, and it runs through campaign 2, 2023. And then at the close of campaign 21, which is September 27th, your title and commission will be determined for the remainder of campaign of 2022. But earnings are protected from campaign 2 to campaign 21, and the programs end on campaign 2, 2023. So when you look at these different sales levels, where do you want to be? You know, you want to be at least at President's Club because you're in this for those individuals who are wanting to earn money. You know, you're going to be getting 40% on beauty, jewelry, 25% on fashion and home. You're going to see a difference in income if you're at least President's Club. If you're already at President's Club, we need to be striving to get to Honor Society. If you're at Honor Society, let's try to move it on up to Rose Circle. Stretch that, that goal. And what happens if you don't make it? You don't make it, but at least you're shooting for it. So that's the president's recognition. Here's also the compensation that you can get for building a team. We do have a leadership meeting scheduled for next week. There's a slide in here for that. We'll talk more about building a team. So if you're thinking about building a team, or you already have a team, you're most welcome to join that meeting next week. So, one of the things sometimes it's just like we need to visualize, what are we talking about here? So when we're talking about Avon, I just want everybody on here, when we're using the products and we're loving the products, and it's easy to talk about the products. So all of us using the products ourselves gives us that opportunity to be able to talk to other individuals about the products as well. And if you're looking at the products on the screen, you can see, we're not talking like, oh, this would be something that I really love to have, but really, these are daily essential type items. The moisture therapy, hand body lotion, or the laundry detergent, shampoo, conditioner, that wow deal, you can get all of those products there for your cost $30. I mean, that's a really, really great deal, and they're products you can use for gifts, you can use them for yourself. You could offer them to individuals if they help build your business. So there's a lot of different ways we can use those, but those are some really great products. I don't even have like toothpaste up here, and that's another daily essential items. Are you taking any of the supplements? Are you, how about the jewelry? How about the clothing? I love our Avon fashion. Skincare, we all get up, we wash our face, we all take a shower. So these are products that you can say, all right, I'm not splurging, I am using products that I need in my home, and then we're getting a discount on those products. But then it also gives us the opportunity, if your skin starts looking great, or you smell wonderful because you're using the fragrance, and somebody says, oh my gosh, I love that fragrance, oh, I got that from my company, just makes it super easy. So look at the products that you're really excited about. We're getting ready to, campaign 2 ends tomorrow, and then we're moving into campaign 3. What are you excited about in this brochure? What could you say, you know what? I'm going to get behind this, and I'm going to be sharing this wow deal with every one of my customers. They can get all 5 of these products for $50 right in the brochure. So who can you let know about this, this offer and increase your order of sales? So let's keep it simple. That's what I said. Sometimes I think, we just have to realize this is we have to do the work. But let's say you have 5 customers who purchased $60. And if you go back and you start adding up, the cost of these items, you'll see that if you got these things, you would be spending well over $60. So you can do a mix or match there. But for your customers could get the wow deal for $50, and then add that with, and I'm telling you, I mean, it's really, really offering your customers a great, a really great deal. So we have the wow deal. We also have where they have this don't miss it in here, where they have all the semi-annual clearance sale is what it is. But does anybody know, this is the I want it, there's the wow deal. But I think they have the customer order builder in here. Do you guys know where that's at? Let's see what page that's on. Oh, yes, on page 44. So they could get that wow deal for $50. So then they have spent over $40, and then they can get this for $10, which is a $40 value. And what would be good about that? So they have some of those daily self-care type of items in that wow deal. Our skin can get really dry. It has the gel that you love so much in it, Mary. But then they'd also get the skincare with this deal as well. So then it's just products that they can try, they can fall in love with, which then would mean repeat sales. But how could you expand your list? Maybe it's reaching out to 4 friends, 4 relatives, 4 friends you talk with online. Doggone it. Okay, can you guys see the, there you go.
Yes.
4 neighbors, 4 former neighbors, 4 people from your church or your club, 4 people you do business with. We just heard from Cheryl say, hey, you know, she's leaving brochures at her grocery store. So 4 people, you know, a lot of times other individuals who do direct sales or network marketing, they have a very particular product that they're offering. So we have a lot of other products that they could use and be helpful in their business. So you might want to reach out to them. Or for people who live out of town, they can order on your online store. For co-workers or previous co-workers, or people you know with children. It's just, how can you expand the list of who you're going to talk to, and then what are we going to do? We're going to talk to those individuals, right? Now, depending on the representatives, some people love to be texting out, you know, like the wow deal. Oh my gosh, here's 2 great deals, and I thought of you instantly because I know you always like to save money. So you know your customer base better than anybody. Mary, I thought when you became a representative, you did a great marketing of your business, and it was through instant messenger, right? And depending on what group that customer was in, depending on the type of message that Mary sent out, Shelly will have products, and she does a lot through instant messenger as well. So it's like, you know your customer base, but what's the most important thing? I don't care if it's instant messenger. I don't care if it's social media. I don't care if it's your neighbor and you're walking over and you're having a cup of coffee. We just have to make those connections, right? Period, exclamation point.
Yep.
So we do know there's Destination Avon 2022. If we start right now, not waiting a couple of campaigns down the road and start seeing other people saying, oh my gosh, I'm getting close. We have to make the, number one, make the commitment right now. But when Avon's putting these trips on the table, it's something you don't want to miss. So I really have it a goal. I should put that on my me board, that I want, I mean, like on the trip to Hawaii, I'm so happy that Selena had earned it with a trip for 1, but I want more of us to be in Cancun. So as soon as the details are put out, and I will make sure that I'm sharing it via email. We'll talk on it on future calls. So like right now, that's what I said, we just really need to look at how can we increase our sales. Now, we talked about expanding your list. We talked about, hey, you know, what products are we looking at and we're excited about that we could offer to other people to get those $60 sales, $60 sales, bam, that's $300 in sales right there. What else can you do? You know, like whoever's currently a customer, once they might have fallen in love with something that you suggested, but they might be using a particular product within our line, but maybe we can expand getting them to explore some of the other products. Oftentimes, I don't think it's that we're not interested. A lot of times we're just wanting to cut through all the noise to find out what products really are great and work. I often hear from people because they said, oh, I saw you recommend, or I saw your live on this, and because of that, it got them thinking that they wanted that product too. So I really want to see everybody hitting those goals. If you're wanting to build a team, if you're wanting a discount, I'm sorry, this is something that's going to be available January 19th. So you'll get access to what's called LG Partners Mall, and that's going to be starting on January 19th, and it's just going to be another perk. So if you are looking at building a team, that's just something that you could always offer somebody else as well, is like, you know, hey, this is just another perk of us being an Avon representative, is that we get a significant, it says get exclusive major discounts on LG electronics, home appliances, and techs. So you just, to be eligible, you just have to be, your Avon representative account must be active and in good standing. So pretty exciting. Stay tuned on that. Again, oops, our leadership chat is going to be on January, whatever that date is. What's the date there? Can you guys
January
see it?
the 10th.
Oh, January 10th. So our leadership chat is going to be on January 10th. It's for anyone who is wanting to build a team or already has a team. So I want to make sure that you guys have the date for that. And save this date. Our team chat is going to be February 7th, our next one. And so save that date as well. And then I wanted to end with number one, 2 quotes, but then I also wanted to save time because we were talking about earlier. I want to know how things are going, if you're needing any help or assistance, so that I want time on the call that you guys can share if you have any questions or you need any type of assistance. So first I will say, when you know what you want and want it bad enough, you will find a way to get it. And that was by the great Jim Rohn. And then the last quote that I want to share with everybody, since the beginning of the year, we always think about the clock. On the great clock of time, there's but a single word, now, and that was by David H. McConnell. So I thought that was pretty good too. Okay, so does anybody have any questions for me? Okay, Mary.
This is just a question about the annual convention that, you know, that we had in Florida in August.
Yes.
Every year is the convention in August, and is it always in Florida?
It's not always in the same location, no. So it's normally not in the same location, and the dates do vary. So we do not have those details yet, but that's a great question. So as soon as I have more information on that, I'll be sure to share that as well.
Is it usually in August?
I'm trying to think. I think one year was the end of July, because I know that I was at, it was my birthday at convention, and my birthday's in the end of July. So again, I think it has changed. That's just like with the leadership kickoff, in the past it had been in January, and this past year it was in December. So not sure what the dates are going to be on that. How about the new website? How is that going for everybody? Are you having any problems with that?
I love it. I think it's great.
Love it. It's easy to navigate, so I'm very impressed.
Yay. Okay, that's two really good, some good feedback. Okay, so does anybody have any challenges with it or any questions about it?
My main issue is the last order that I did get, there were some items missing, and it didn't show on the contents package list when it comes. So I'm wondering, is there like a product shortage, or is this pandemic kind of interfering with deliveries of items? I'm not 100% sure how I can explain this to my customers when I can't deliver the products.
Okay, excellent question. And I think it's probably a lot of factors. Sometimes it's just such a great deal that the items can sell out. Other times, Carolyn, it can be that, you know, they expect the product to be here, and for whatever reason it's been delayed. You know, I know, like For instance, in our area, there's a shortage of snow trucks, I guess, right now. So neighborhoods weren't even getting plowed. So I think that there's probably a great deal of reasoning behind it. But like sometimes what you can do is number one, they can join the wait list. The other thing that they can do is if they're ordering from your online store, that's going to show them, like if they go there, it's going to show them what's available. Now, oftentimes, like if it's not available, it can let them be on the wait list. So they're not looking at the brochure, getting disappointed that something's not available, you know, getting their heart set on it, then you're not able to deliver it.
Right. Okay.
And there's an inventory checklist on avon.com. And that oftentimes will give you additional information about the inventory.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That was a great question as well. Anybody else?
You know,
Yep.
there's been that issues with those lipstick bullets. You know, I knew that was going to happen. They're coming out with these little lipstick bullets. Everybody's waiting for them, and then everybody gobbles them up, you know. So, because I tend to order towards the end of the campaign. So when they became available, of course, it was sold out. You know, then it said expected by the next one. Then nope, so it's sold out. And it's still, now it's been a couple of months, and I haven't been able to get them. So I'm hoping, I mean, I don't know how much that has to do with the shipping issues, or, you know, or if they're just selling so much in bulk. I mean, I don't know if is there a cap when representatives order certain samples that they can only order a set amount, or is it unlimited?
I don't believe there's a set amount, Mary,
Okay.
on samples.
Okay.
Now, you did bring up a point. I mean, individuals who can order in the beginning of the campaign, and it might be awkward for a campaign or two to kind of like switch to doing it that way. But, you know, for instance, tomorrow is the last day for campaign 2, and then we can begin ordering campaign 3 on Wednesday. So there are representatives that come Wednesday morning, they already have their campaign 3 order ready to go. They're placing it. So the likelihood that they're getting more of the products that they're ordering is higher than the individuals waiting until the end of the campaign.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do that during Christmas, but I know I really should kind of switch things up so my order goes out the first couple of days of the campaign. I'd like to do that.
I mean, we're not wanting to miss those sales, because that can be miss award sales, especially when we're trying to build our business to be a President's Club and higher.
Right, that was very challenging, you know, over the last 6 months, especially. Just losing certain sales because of, you know, of items not being available, especially jewelry, you know, especially jewelry I found. But hopefully things are going to turn around with our economy, because I mean, it's hard for everybody. It's hard for us. It's hard for Avon corporate too. You know, they want us to sell, and they want us to have the products to sell, but it's just there's been a lot of challenges the last 6 months with that.
So we need to write those down, and just like, that's why I said, that's why I wanted to allow time on this call, because we have had some changes and everything else. And exactly what you said is that when we know something is an obstacle, now ordering the first day of the campaign, is that going to take care of everything for you, or for you for that matter, Carolyn? No, but can it help? Absolutely, 100%, because the people putting their orders in on the first day that they're able to order, they are going to have a much higher chance to be able to get the products. And you know, and we want these products that we love. I love the hair mask. I talk about the hair mask, that Propelithera hair mask or whatever, and it's been on a wait list or whatever. So hopefully, I mean, you know, I know there's been a lot of challenges, and it's been for a lot of reasons for all of us the last couple of years. So hopefully, like you said, hopefully going forward, it'll all even out a little bit more. But until then, what we have to do is we just kind of have to figure out what can we do to get the best results. And one of the things is that we all, and myself included, because I've gotten to the point I used to put my order in, that just keeps getting later and later and later, you know, that we need to be putting our order in at the very beginning of the campaign. And seeing who we can reach out to, what group, what organization. And maybe there's a group or organization that, you know, they like to do help other groups as well. And maybe you can partner with them. And that's where that fundraising comes into play, that you're helping that organization, but it also can bring in significant sales for your business as well. And we can even talk a little bit more about that on one of the future calls. This one, I just wanted to say, hey, Happy New Year. It's the beginning of January, and just get everybody thinking about, we have to do those vision boards, those me boards, finding out what it is that would really make us feel good about, you know, our business. You know, yes, I want everyone on that Cancun trip, you know, and I know, Carolyn, I know you've already put it out to the universe that you're going to earn it for you and your hubby, right?
Well, I've expanded that now.
Oh, okay.
So I've been talking to my upline, Gloria McManus, saying, well, I want you to be at Cancun with Stephen and me. And then
Oh,
these two lovely ladies that I've just signed up, I have said, I want you and your partners to be at Cancun. So we have our whole team at Cancun, and that's what got them, because I said to them, how would you like an all-expensive paid trip to Cancun in 2023? And they're going, well, how can I do that? And I said, become an Avon member, and I want you to be there with Stephen and myself. And that's how I got them. And I said,
and have them like an Avon, like, you know, we all need to be watching the calendar. I mean, Avon does a lot of trainings, and that's what I said, you know, Avon's doing a really great job in that. But what we need to do is gather as a team or whatever, and see what it is that we can do in order to move our business. But be sure that they are taking advantage of all the training in Avon U, because it's really fabulous.
yeah, and I totally agree. And just commenting on one of the things that you said to me a little earlier was just get out and do it. Just do it. So I started counseling my community, just, you know, wishing my neighbors Merry Christmas, and oh, by the way, I'm your local Avon lady. And so I handed out like 14 brochures, and one of them, this lady has said, I want to become your friend. And so it's all about relationship building. So sometimes it might be a little bit slow, but out of the blue, you'll get an order just because you went and did it. So I have to thank you, Linda. You really motivated me to just get over my fear and just do it. And now I'm having a lot of fun. So that's a good thing.
Nice.
And that's, if we could even put it like, that's what I said, you know, coming up with on our, you know what, I am going to reach out to 3 people every day, or I'm going to reach out to 5 people every day. And we make that commitment that we're going to do it, and we're going to do it 5 days a week. We are going to be expanding our business. We are going to be talking about a lot of people, and there's going to be a lot going into that funnel. So, the consistency, whether the sales are high, they're low, I have found that being consistent in my business is the very best thing that I can do long term for it, because it all evens out.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? Well, guys, thank you so very much. Number one, it's like, you know, you can see the individuals that are on here are either already President's Club. We are missing a few that we normally have, but you're either already President's Club, or you're on the rise to getting there. So coming together, but you know, whether it's on our team chats or any other time, any way I can help you in your business, I'm just very honored, and I'm so thrilled. And like Carolyn, I just loved what you had said about, hey, I'm wanting my team there with me. You know, I've already talked to them about it. You know, maybe you have a really, really, really good friend, and it's like, hey, I am going for this Cancun trip. You know, do you want to be, join Avon? Do you want to go for it as well? And doing it together makes it more fun, right? You can be accountable to each other.
Exactly.
That's what I said. I think that's another, really big plus in the business is when we are held accountable. And I know like, we can hold you guys hold me accountable. I have to show up. I have to be doing this stuff because I can't share it with you if I'm not actually doing it in my business. So we hold each other accountable, and I think that's good. We're gonna have a great. I don't know what it is. I just have this gut feeling that we are going to have a great 2022. Okay, do you guys feel it?
Absolutely.
Me too.
I do. I feel it. Okay, so you guys have an absolutely wonderful night. Start working on those vision boards. Now, especially if you're wanting to build your business and be out talking to more people, I can offer, I would do, do you guys like getting the lip balms so that you can like be handing those out to people and giving them something free in their business?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So anybody who gives me their vision board or me board, you actually do it and send it to me via email. I will send you 50 lip balms so that you can go out there and make new contacts. How's that sound?
Woo! Great. Thank you.
And if I had, Mary, if I had the lipstick bullets, I know that I could just really suck you up with that, but I don't have them.
I wasn't complaining. I have this customer that keeps asking me all the time, did you get the list? Because I kept saying, oh, next campaign. And she's still asking me for, for the bullets. I explained, see, a lot of, I know it's true for a lot of us. A lot of us have elderly customers. They don't have smartphones. They don't use PayPal. They don't use Venmo. They, everything is, check, they want to write checks and they want to use lipstick bullets. So
now, let me ask you this, like for your older customer, and if it's somebody that you're seeing, are they, you could take their picture. Would you be able like to take their picture and then go to the virtual tool to be able to try on a couple of different lips, find out, do they like the reds or the, mauves, and then try a couple of the lipsticks on through the virtual tool for them?
yeah, I guess I could do that, but she does live, she's about a good 25 minutes away. I don't see it. She's not like a regular customer, this particular one I'm talking about.
Okay.
So it really wouldn't be worth it for lipstick, but.
Well, honestly, that's important that's why I said, looking at our business, how can we simplify in areas? I know a lot of individuals send the brochures like through, is it campaign mailer? So, so that they are able to get the brochures out there and not be delivering them.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, I just lost my train of thought. It was about those lipstick. Oh, I was wondering, would it ever be possible for Avon to, when you order something that's out of stock, that you're actually reserved, like you can actually make a reservation for that?
Right. I guess that's why I said, and I know that we get put on a wait list, and then sometimes, you get notified, and by the time 5 minutes later, it's already gone again.
Right.
So any suggestions that anyone has, Avon, I honestly, you're right. They're a partner with us. They want the best. I know that they're wanting the best. They watch the trends in the area, and then they try to guide us to that's just like I said, like you're right. Elderly people in our new website, maybe they're not able to do it, but there's so many videos, there's so much information about some really great products that we have at our fingertip, just to be able, like I was able to go and like the images when I was showing the products of like the daily usage, it's right there on our online store. So there's blog articles, and then if you're sharing that blog article from your online store or from your website, it has your information in there for them to connect with you. So there's a lot of good resources that we can use in just starting those conversations with people and finding out what it is they want. Now your elderly customer, Mary, you might even say, you know, they're not available yet, but you know, do you like reds or roses? You know, and they could, you know, try a, you know, just pick one and commit to it.
Yeah.
It's a lipstick. We can't have too many.
No.
All right, guys, thank you so very, very much for joining. I am so, okay. So Mary, you just said concierge. I have not received anything from Avon on that, but sure, we can talk about that. Do you have some ideas?
Well, I didn't know if you announced it yet to everybody.
Okay, well, we did. Yes, we made concierge. Yay! So now it's going to be, what are we going to do in order to celebrate? And I'll tell you what, I have been having conversations with several, because I've seen how people have been using it. But I have to wait. You know, I have to wait from Avon. But once it's set up, I don't know whether we're wanting to do it for, you know, the challenge to be over several campaigns. I know that different people have done different things. Some people just send out something to like their President's Club members, or they do like the raffle every campaign that people can earn something, or we could pick a location and we could all, you know, the individuals who earn meet up somewhere. We can do something like that. So there's a lot of different ideas. And I'm wanting to, you know, the feedback from the team as far as what you would like to work towards and would be most meaningful. Somebody else had done where people could get into to be a part of the evening or whatever, and gave away some big prizes. So we could do that as well. So I mean, there's a lot of different things that we can do with it. And once we come up with a few ideas, we might even vote on it as a team as well, because I want it to be something that we all want to work for. But I also want it to be, you know, the individuals who are working towards this, it's growing the team, because I want to make sure that we're getting this in future years too. So, so if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But yes, as a team, we did it. So yay, congratulations.
What was the total?
Of our sales? Well,
No, well, that and the prize, the concierge prize.
so we'll have $5,000 as a team to use, whichever way that we're wanting. And that's what I said. I've seen different people. They've, you have to be this or this during this time period, and then you get the invite. So, so there's that. So that's what I said. I've seen a lot of different things, and I'm hoping whenever I get the packet or whatever it is that they send out or whatever, that whoever I can talk to on the other end, that they might be able to help guide us too of what would be the healthiest for us. Because, you know, the idea is to help all of us grow our business. So maybe they'll be full of ideas for us too. So stay tuned on that as well. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining, and I will see some of you, hopefully, anybody who's wanting to build a team or has a team, on next Monday's night's chat. It'll be very informal, but we'll just go over some things, and then our February chat as well for the team. So take care and get working on those vision boards. All right, bye everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Linda. Bye.
Okay,
Bye,
bye-bye.
everyone.